Hi, y'all. I'm so excited that we're doing this. First of all, thank you, Mads, for being so willing to do this with me last minute. Poor Renee is so sick. But my name is Lex Huffman. For those of you who don't know, I'm a double diamond leader with It Works, and I've been with the company for almost 2 years now, which is like sort of crazy to say. But we're pushing for triple right now, so hard with these bonuses on the line. And today I just really wanted to talk about the things that we go through when people quit on our team and like rebuilding and just all the things that you can go through as a leader. I'm gonna take my bracelets off because this clacking is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so I wanted to open us up with reading this page on 100 Days to Brave. And I don't know why I haven't even read this page yet, so it's not like it's relevant. I just read this every day and haven't yet, so I thought I would share it with you guys. So the title is What's a Closed Door? And then it says, brave people charge through doors, right? Brave people see that a door isn't open, and then they get creative and charge through and find another way, right? Well, that's definitely how it goes sometimes. But as people who are reliant on the all-knowing God, we know that we can be doing our thing, walking and praying that we are in alignment with God's will and will come to a closed door. Closed doors can be confusing. Maybe you were seeking God about what career path you should choose. Maybe you started preparing to be a marine biologist all the way back in high school with a summer job at the aquarium. Maybe you lived in Florida. Your aunt was a marine biologist. Everything about this dream of yours just made sense. But then life happened. And you found yourself 2 years into college looking at open doors you didn't expect, and realizing that the door to marine biology didn't seem to be something you could do anymore for some reason. Not getting into a program, being short on finances, dealing with a family crisis that caused you to have to take a year off from school. Whatever it is, whatever it happened, when it happens, you can be brave. You can be brave because you can trust God. Brave people commit their work to the Lord and trust that His plan for their lives might not look the way they planned, and that's okay. If you're looking at a closed door today, then there's an open one just around the corner. Be brave enough to walk through the doors that the Lord leads you through, even when they are unexpected or feel scary. So I want to read that last paragraph one more time. If you're looking at a closed door today, there's an open one just around the corner. Be brave enough to walk through the doors that the Lord leads you through, even when they are unexpected or feel scary. Like, regardless of what you guys believe, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whatever that is for you, that line just spoke to me so much. Like, I can count on two hands how many things have scared me in my life that I've actually leaned into, this business being one of them. And I'm so thankful that I did. Excuse me. And I know that there's a lot more doors being opened to me that I need to jump into, you know. I'm sure you guys can relate. Drop a one in the chat if you liked that. Okay, so now that we've started off on a good note, I think we can dive right in. So this is going to be just like super loosey-goosey. We're just going to popcorn off each other, share whatever is on our hearts about this topic specifically, but I do have some bullet points that we're going to cover or whatever. So if you guys have pen and paper, great to take notes. Otherwise, just kind of get a feel for what we're saying and just let us pour into you for a little bit. So Mads, I'll let you open us up if you have anything right off the bat that you want to say. Otherwise, our first topic is people quitting, just period, and the reality of what that is for everyone.
Okay, hi guys. So people quitting. This is my favorite. People quit. People quit jobs, people quit diets, people quit relationships, people quit being parents, people quit everything. So you're naive to think that you're going to sign someone and they may not quit. People quit. But on the flip side of that, just because they quit doesn't mean that you can't still go on. So when people quit, don't let it be a big deal. Like, because we make a big deal out of people quitting things. Like, oh my God, this person quit, and now I have to rebuild this whole entire blah, 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 or I have to do this, or I have to do that. If they quit, then they quit. Oh, well, next. It's like that song, me and Lex say it all the time, the Ariana Grande song, thank you, next. So that person was in your business for some reason that you'll find out later in life. Thank you, next. So for vision purposes, I am basically, if I laid out everyone on my chart, I would be boxed for triple, but because of other reasons, I'm not. So I would be, I could be if I really, really wanted to, right? Well, unfortunately, people quit. Okay? People quit, they go bye-bye, and they're gone. And I have now had to pull more people in and pull people up and reevaluate my chart. That does not mean that I am going to quit because this whole leg quit. Nope, I'm just going to find more people because you're always going to be putting people in the system. It is not rebuilding. We are not using the word rebuilding anymore. We are just doing our jobs. We are pulling people in, and if they leave, then they leave, and you pull people in anyway. Pray them in, pray them out.
100%. I just want to go back to the fact that, like, the reality is, you guys, honestly, like, to be 100% honest, if I were to let people who quit on my downline determine my success, I would not be here today. I cannot tell you. I would say probably 60% of the people, and that's such a rough average, that's not an exact number and it's different for everyone. But for me personally, I would say about 60% of the distributors have barely even gotten off commission hold. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not working, or they're not in the business. And guess what, guys? You don't need anyone to go diamond. You don't. And that's why I wanted to touch on this subject so bad, because it's just like, first of all, I could count and tell you so many different stories about people who have not had working legs to get to the top. When you put somebody in the system, that's great. Congratulate yourself. It doesn't matter if they're working or not. It's not on your downline. It's not on your leader. It's not on Mark. It's not on anyone but you for your promotion. So this does not inhibit you in any way for people quitting at all. The reality is it happens to all of us. And just like Mads was saying too, like, I feel like it's so important to recognize that they're not quitting on you. They had something come up. They had life happen. Maybe they got cold feet. Maybe someone told them that this was a pyramid scheme and they really trust that person. Like, you never know what is happening behind closed doors. And the reason that you shouldn't get upset either is because you can burn bridges really quickly, you guys, and you can't take things personally. This isn't about you. It's not a good time in their life, and they may come back. And guess who they're going to come back to? The person who welcomed them with open arms and said, I get it. Life happens. Come back to me when you're ready. Let's just turn your e-suite off so that when you decide to jump back in this in 3 months, when you've figured your stuff out, you're going to be in a better headspace anyways. I don't want you working when you're not doing, like, you're not here. You're not in this. You're not in this enough to promote anyways. Why would you waste your money, and why would you waste either of our times trying to do this when your mindset is not even ready for it? Like, they have to work on this before they can make this work. Does that make sense? So one other thing that I wanted to say, just kind of like piggybacking off of what you said, was that, again, I just want to reiterate, it may not be their time, you guys. Just because people clicked submit doesn't mean that, like, their consciousness is ready, like I'm saying. So once it might take a week or two of you being on their butt a little bit and saying, hey, you trusted me and you joined this business with me because you knew I could lead you to success. And my job is to do just that. But I can't help you get this bonus. I can't help you promote, if you don't want it and you aren't willing to even respond back to me or whatever. So let's have a conversation and be honest with each other about, what do you really want about this? Go back to their why. Anyways, sorry, I'm like so burpy today. I don't know why. I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's talk about how to stay motivated and just elaborate a little bit more on how to even stay motivated / not discouraged at the same time.
Oof. Okay, so I say this in every Zoom, if you've ever watched a Zoom with me. Motivation doesn't exist, y'all. It is not a real thing. You can feel motivated after this Zoom and be so ready to go do something, and then your kids cries, or your husband tells you he needs something, or your mom calls you and tells you something that you don't want to hear, and then all of a sudden the motivation is gone. Remember that when you have to basically, here's what it comes down to. To rebuild your team, you have to keep working. You have to keep putting people in the system. You have to keep doing the things that you were doing to get to where you were before they quit. Okay? So if you stop working and you stop getting up potentials and you stop doing the things that you were doing because you got upset because they quit on themselves, then you are going to quit too. And now you are doing the exact same thing they were doing. It is not about motivation. It is not about keeping and rebuilding. It is about self-discipline and doing the things you were doing to get to where you were before they quit. What did you do before you got there? You enrolled her, and then she went, blah, blah, whatever she did. Say she went, for vision purposes, say she went all the way to Emerald, and she was boxed for double, and then she decided to quit. Okay, and that was your leg. And there was people all the way down it. And then that entire leg fell apart. What are you going to do now? Oh, I'm going to get back to work because that's what I'm doing in the first place. I never stopped working. I never stopped putting people in the system. I never stopped doing what I was doing because I didn't quit. Because she quit, I didn't quit. That's not my paycheck. My paycheck's still coming in because I'm still working. Don't let them quitting on themselves discourage you from doing what you were meant to do doing what you were meant to do. Their stuff is not your stuff. Your stuff is your stuff. Focus on what you're doing. Keep your blinders on. They quit. Boo-hoo. Sucks for them that they're not getting the extra money that they wanted so badly. And maybe one day they will come back and it'll be a miracle and it'll be the best day of your entire life. But until that day, do not sit there and be discouraged because they quit on themselves.
Their lack of determination to go after their success does not dictate your future. Point blank, period. And I just love what you said when, I can't remember exactly the verbiage that you stated it, but when the way that I like interpreted that was, you guys, anyone can do this business, but it's not for everyone. And that is just reality. Some people, like, think about how there's only 1% of the company above the rank of diamond. It's because not everyone is willing to do what it takes to get there. They're not willing to work on themselves. They're not looking to be the best version of themselves every day. They're not serving others. You know what I'm saying? It takes a mindset shift. The other thing is, I want you to drop in a one in the chat if you haven't already, but you have to take quitting off the table, period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not maybe I'm going to be in, maybe I'm going to be out. Well, if I don't hit this rank, then I'm going to quit. Or if I don't achieve this by a certain date, then that means that this is a sign and I shouldn't do this. No. You are doing whatever it takes to lead your team and to make this happen, because every single one of these leaders on my team, this team, our team, wants more. And I know for a fact that you are so worthy of everything that you wish you had, but you don't believe that you can have it. And I'm here to tell you that you can have whatever you want in this business, but you have to know in your heart that you earned it. Like when you earn this $15,000 bonus, are you going to be like if Mark was literally to physically hand you that, would you deserve it? Would you look at him and be like, hell yes, I earned this. Thank you, Mark. Or would you be like, wow, I really didn't work as hard as I should have for this. You know what I'm saying? So people on your chart quitting, again, does not determine your success. And that is so much a thanks to Mark, because he allows us, whether people are working or not, to move customers and move distributors. There are very little network marketing companies that even allow that, you guys. The fact that they not only simplified our comp plan, took legs off and made us easier for us to promote, gave us bonuses, gave us raises, increased our weekly bonuses, like all of the things, but they allow us to make and determine our own paycheck. When you get someone in the system, you can still use their box, you guys. I'm going to say, for lack of better words, I promoted myself to diamond. And I don't say that naively or, to be conceited, but I'm telling you that if I can do it, so can you. And stop looking at other people and get to work, because you determine your rank. You determine how much you're enrolling, okay? not anyone else. It's not on your leader. It's not on your downline.
Yeah, and to add on to that, because you said like 4 things that I now have to speak on because that's our life. No, I forgot them, of course. Jesus. Okay, I think I remember. So she was talking about when a distributor quits and then you quit, whatever. So, friends, I have been in this business for a year and a half, and I have barely sat at Emerald and Ruby. Okay? But I took quitting off the table, so your girl's still here, and she's still working, and she's doing everything she needed to do to get to where she wants to go, right? But if I would have listened or got upset when people quit, because hello, that happens sometimes, I would not be sitting in this seat and I would still not be here in this business regardless. But I chose for myself to not quit because my daughter deserves to eat. Because my kids eventually deserve a mom who is not running around with her head cut off because she has to work 3 jobs to support them. And their dad one day, future dad far away from now, shouldn't have to be at work and missing all of the things that he deserves to see because I decided I wasn't good enough. Who am I to decide that? I heard this on a podcast and it is so relevant right now. Your worth has already been decided, you guys. You're not in control of that. You don't get to say that. Regardless of what you believe in, the universe, God, Buddha, Sally down the road, whatever it is, they decided that you were worthy for this. That's why it's in your path. That's why you're here. They know you deserve this. So don't listen to Paul or Sally or John who tells you that you're not worthy. Because that dude or that girl or whoever it is doesn't know, for lack of better words, anything. They are not here. They're irrelevant. Keep your blinders on. People are going to quit. That does not mean that your calling is not accurate still. You were called here. This is made for you. Don't let other people's discouragement or other people's quitting on themselves discourage you from chasing after what you were called for, what you were made for. Period. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that was great. I love that. Fire. No, the only other thing that I wanted to go back to was when you were talking about motivation. You guys, no one wakes up every day feeling 100%. We're human, okay? That's okay. But what you have to learn is you have to stop working your business based off of how you feel. Your business is unrelated to your emotions. You do it anyways, sis, okay? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've fought with Connor or someone on my downline, you know, something happened or just something personal. Like, for example, I found out yesterday that my grandma's having surgery on Monday and nobody decided to tell me. Could I have literally like gone into a complete turmoil? Like, I'm not going to say I wasn't upset, but like, I'm still training you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not filling my cup. I'm not being grateful for the things that I have. I'm not showing up for my business. Like, you have to use the things that happen and the life that you go through to fuel your fire, to share your story, and stop using your why as an excuse. Okay? Like, we have to get that in our heads that your emotions are your emotions and you can respect those. But just like if you were going to a 9-to-5, you leave your life at the door and you put your happy face on, and you do this because this is what puts a roof over your family's head. And if it doesn't right now, but you want it to be one day, you have to have that mentality. This is literally the difference between your children getting fed or not. Treat it as life or death. I'm not saying don't give yourself time to breathe and to make time for you. Like, we could get into all of that, right? Like, of course, be a human, spend time with your husband, spend quality time with your kids. I'm not asking you to be on your phone 24/7, but I'm asking you to give this your all and to show your team what it's like to give this your all. If your team's not working, it's because you're not working. Or if they're quitting, it's not their time yet. And it is always one of the two. Like, it's never in between. You guys will never not see me post about this business. You will never see me, regardless of what happens. I promoted to Ruby when I was in the hospital giving birth to Oakland. They're putting in my epidural, and I'm like, hang on, I'm signing a customer. Like, that's how serious I am about this, okay? And only because I know what this can do for you. This will give you everything that you want if you treat it seriously. This is not a hobby. And I'm saying that because the people who want to make $200 a month and do this as a hobby aren't on this Zoom right now. And that's okay. That's where they're at. And I'm like, respect, whatever, you know. But I'm talking to the people who want this like I want this right now. And I'm telling you that how you treat your business every day is exactly equivalent to your paycheck. If you don't like your paycheck, you need to be more intentional with your time. You need to look at where you can improve. You need to look at your mindset and what you need to improve on there. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, so I really just wanted to touch on the emotion piece of that. So let's move on to, I really loved what you said, kind of like right in the beginning, about I hate the word rebuilding. Oh my goodness, you are not rebuilding. And Jade Hooper said it perfectly, both at conference and on the Lifers page when she went live, that you guys, you're not climbing a new mountain. This is the same mountain. I don't know why we think, like, I know I can say when I was at Ruby, I thought when I went presidential, my team's going to be working. I'm going to sign like one customer a month and it's going to be great. And like, I'm just going to be living a life and like, that's residual income. No. You never stop putting people in the system. You never stop posting about this opportunity. You never stop working your business or growing your mind. This is not a scam, you guys. This is a full-on business, and you are a business owner. Are you treating it like you're a CEO? Anyways, so let's talk about that a little bit, and you can touch on, I know you have a lot to say about that.
Oh, yes. Oh, I hate the word rebuilding. So I watched this video with Jade Hooper in the Lifers page, and I was on a working Zoom. I don't know if none of you were on it, but regardless. And she was talking about this, you guys, and our brains are basically programmed to think any new challenge is some new giant mountain that will never succeed, and we're never going to get there, and it's this big giant snow-covered, ice-covered mountain, and I'm in tank top and shorts, and I'm like, how the heck am I going to climb this mountain? It's negative 12 degrees outside, and I can't do it, okay? It's not that, okay? Take that thought and throw it out of your head. We are not on a new mountain. We are on the same mountain. We just keep reaching the top, and then it's like a roller coaster. That's a better example. It's like a roller coaster. It's not a mountain. It's not a flat surface. It's a roller coaster, and we're going up and we're going down, and we're going up and we're going down. But it never ends, okay? It's never a new roller coaster. It's never a new ski slope. We're on the same track. You are still putting people in the system. If you stop doing that, then yes, you're gonna feel discouraged when people quit. You're gonna feel like you're done. You're gonna feel like you gotta stop. But let me tell you something. If you're still working and you're still signing and you're still doing the things, then the people quitting doesn't matter because you're just gonna fill their spot anyway.
And you guys, like our business, they make it so simple. Like, all you have to do to get to the top of the company is complete your steps to success every month and help those people enroll people, duplication, and layered leadership. It's literally that simple. We overcomplicate this so much, y'all.
Well, and we expect that we have to be mass enrollers to get there. Friends, we don't gotta be mass enrollers to get there. You just gotta do your job. Your job is to sign, how many is it? 4 distributors and 3 customers, yeah?
3 DTs and 6 loyal customers now.
6 loyal customers. Sorry, y'all. It's still very confusing for me.
6 loyal customers.
6 loyal. We'll say 4 distributors because that sounds better. So 4 distributors, 6 loyal customers. Okay? That is your job. That is what you do every single month. Whether that takes you a week or it takes you all 29 to 31 days, it does not matter. I know people at the top of the company who are now in the Millionaires Club who literally all they did was finish their steps to success every month and went there in 5 years. Regardless of how long it takes you, when you get there, are you going to be mad that it took you so long? Probably not. Are you going to be upset because you spend all that time doing whatever, working? Probably not. You're going to be making a lot of money, so why does it matter? Right? That's $30,000 income disclosure thing a month. You're going to be mad you're making $30,000 a month in 5 years? Because I won't. I ain't going to be mad about it. 5 years is better than 10 years. 10 years is better than 20 years. 20 years is better than 30 years. No matter how long it takes me to get there, I'm going to get there one day and it's going to be great. Okay? It does not matter how long it takes you. It does not matter if you sign 20,000 distributors or 4. You still did your job. So sit down, do the work, do the job.
Yeah. And create that leadership. Like if you are, the only thing that I'll say is like, you don't have to be a mass enroller, but if you are only enrolling 3 distributors a month, then you better make sure that they are trained properly and are being actually taught how to work this business. And we're going to touch on that in a minute, but I want us to go over really quickly, like one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make in this business is relying on other people. And I'm not talking about your downline, I'm talking about your potentials, okay? Like, I can't tell you how many people have been on my site for months, you guys. I do not count anyone in until they are in the system, okay? Like, when somebody tells me they want to follow up or they want to sign on Friday, I'm honestly counting on the fact that they're going to push it out 3 more Fridays before they actually sign. People are flaky, they're wishy-washy, their cat died, their mom got run over, there's always something, okay? Like, there's always going to be something. So what you have to do then is to keep your funnel full. Make sure that every single day you're getting at least 10 new potentials, whether that's from HAPS or from messaging, however you work your business. 10 new potentials every day. As long as you're doing that, you will sign. You will. And if you're not, then you need to come to me and we need to have an honest conversation, because either we need to change some of your verbiage, you're not following up enough, or your mindset's not there. And the good news is that all 3 of those are fixable, but not if you don't have a conversation with your upline, okay? This business takes so much open communication, and I hope that you guys all know that on this team, we have an open door policy, and I am literally here for anything. So is Mads. So like literally anyone Ruby and above will tell you the exact same thing, okay? So I just want you to really not count on anyone to make your promotion happen. Like I said earlier, it's not on anyone else, so you have to make sure that you're doing the work. Did you have something to add on?
So I have an example for you guys. So I had this person, he's supposed to be signing as a customer, for like a year. Literally, that's not an exaggeration. He commented on a app literally a year ago, and we have talked every week when he says he wants to sign for the last year. Okay? And then I literally just got a message from him this week that said, I'm sorry, I'm so flaky, but I'm finally ready. Guys, it could take him 4 more years to sign. That's fine. His order is really big, so when he signs, I'm still going to be just as excited as if he was going to sign this week. It does not matter. You are in charge of follow-up. If you do not follow up with them, don't rely on them to sign the same day, because they probably won't. But don't give up on them either. I just signed a DT literally a week ago. I've been following up with her for like literally a year, and she finally signed. Don't give up on people, but don't rely on them either. That's all. I'm done.
Well, I just put in the chat, but I think it's like worth saying is for the people who are watching the recording, like I just said, are you in this for the short term, or are you in this for the long run? Like, just like we say this business is not a get rich quick scheme, you have to treat it as such, whether it's customers or distributors and your business as a whole. This is a business. I don't care if you make $23 for the next year and then you make your $10,000 paycheck the next month because you have been working so hard up until this point. You never know when your time is, and that's why you need to ask for more faith. I don't know what you believe in. Even if it's nothing, ask for more faith in the business. Ask for more faith in yourself. Ask for, all of the things. Pray on this. I hope that you guys journal every day. Like, I hope that I set a good example of You guys need to be preaching every single day. What does your perfect distributor look like? What kind of customers are you attracting? Are they lifers? Are they just completing their 90-day trial? Are they big orders? Are they small orders? Like, how focused are you getting? Because your attention, everything flows where your attention goes. And if there's nothing to do or see because you're all over the place and you don't know where you're going and you don't know where your goals are and you don't know who's working or who's still placing orders, you will get lost in the dark every single time. You cannot go shooting in the dark. You need to have a target in mind, right? And if you have that target, you will hit it eventually. It's going to take practice, but you have to fail forward. I don't know if you have anything to add on to that before we go on to our next thing, but no? Okay. Mads brought this up earlier, and I'm going to kind of touch on it, and I know you have a lot to say about this one, so I'll let you take the lead. But we need to stop assuming the worst in people, and we need to preach both journaling and when you sign them and as you're talking to them that every single person you sign is your next ambassador leader. Okay? You never know. Even if they turn their website off the day after they join and they come back in 6 months, that's okay. They still might be your ambassador leader. Right? Like, don't count anyone out. Stop counting out the people who aren't where you're at yet. They just need a little more hand-holding. You walk, jog, or run in this business, you guys. You can't force someone to run when they're a walker. Okay? I know you have a lot to say about this.
Okay, so with what we're talking about with people quitting, sometimes that can make you a little bitter when you sign a new distributor. Okay, because you're like, God, is this going to be someone that is just going to quit in 2 weeks, or is it going to be this person, or blah, blah, blah. And then we're thinking about how bad they will be at this business because we already have bad people in the business and now we're bitter about it. Stop being bitter about it. Okay? That person that now you're talking bad about behind their back because they don't know about it, you're telling them they're so worthy, and then you're coming back and you're saying, oh, I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to be able to sign. I don't think they're going to do this. Well, now they're not. So congrats. Okay? You talk bad about them behind their back, they ain't going to do anything. No matter what you say to someone or what you say behind them, they will get that. You want them to succeed, you best be praying that they succeed for the rest of your life. All of the people that quit on my downline have been prayed good things. I hope they're doing amazing. Let them go, let them grow, then let them come back and be better. That is my motto with that. Let them go, let them grow, let them come back and be better. One day they will come back. And if they don't, then I hope they're doing great and I hope they have a great life. I am never saying bad things about people. All of my distributors are worthy behind me and in front of me. I am only praying for good intentions. Period. If you are not doing that, you need to start. It is very easy to get frustrated with distributors, friends. It is very easy. You can be frustrated, talk about it, write it out, and then rip it up and burn it. And now you're praying that they will do better. Now you're praying that they're going to succeed. Now you're praying that they're going to sign the LC that they've been talking to for so long. Now you're praying good intentions for them because then they will succeed. If you are bitter because Sally Joe quit and she was your emerald and you just signed this distributor and you're like, God, I hope she's not like Sally Joe and is in this business for 3 months and then quits. Well, guess what? That person is now Sally Joe. And now they just quit. Only pray good things. Only speak good things about your team. This is something that I have had trouble with. I am not, the reason I can say it and be so passionate about it is because I had this issue, you guys. And I was questioning, I was sitting there, why is everyone quitting? I don't understand. I'm signing these ETs and then they're quitting. I'm signing these ETs and then they're quitting. And I had to realize and look in the mirror and realize that it is because of me. I am the reason they are quitting. Because in my brain, in the tiniest part, I was saying they aren't going to do it. They aren't going to be good enough. They aren't going to be there. They aren't going to sign as many as they need to be. And that's on me. I could have had 16 Embassy diamonds already, but guess what? My brain told me they weren't good enough, and now they aren't. Because I didn't give them the time of day because I already told myself they weren't there. That's on me. That's on you. Do not do that. That's pushing good distributors away because of something that you are afraid of happening. Do not let fear push your distributors away. Do not let that voice in your brain tell you that they are not good enough. They are good enough. Anyone is good enough for this business. Anyone can do this business. It doesn't matter if you're 18. It does not matter if you're 88. You can do this business, but you have to want it and you have to pray over them and pray good intentions.
Wow, that was so good. I have like so many things to add on to that. We live in such a microwave society, you guys, and what I want you to understand, whether it's customers, whether it's distributors, whether it's potentials, you don't have to reply right away. I'm giving you the grace and the permission, if you have not given yourself it already, to wait to reply. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten myself in trouble or gotten myself in a conversation that could have been avoided if I just would have read the message and prayed on it and came back the next morning saying, hey, thank you for bringing this to my attention. I'm sorry for my delay. I wanted to make sure that I really thought about this and that I prayed on this so that I could come to this situation and this conversation with love instead of with a response to what you just told me. You know what I'm saying? Stop responding and be smart about your reply. So when you're having issues with distributors or when people are quitting or when customers are closing out their accounts, just read it, take the time, go sit outside for 2 minutes, listen to silence, pray about it, ask for guidance, and then come back to the conversation and you can handle it so much better every time. So I really just wanted to reiterate that. And then I want you guys speaking good things. And when we talk about, you know, all of this positivity and praying over your charts and all of that, I want you to do those things. I really do want you journaling about these things. I want you, you know, preaching that. That's not to say that we are so frou-frou that we don't understand that you're human, okay? It's okay to have those feelings and to feel like shit about something. It's okay to feel like your team is quitting on you or, you know, however you've ever felt about this business. But when you fall, you can't stay down, so you need to have a solution mindset about it and feel those feelings and don't give yourself more than 5 minutes on it. You get 5 minutes to bitch, moan, and whine. And then cut yourself off. Go to your upline. We do 3-minute BMWs all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've called Mads and been like, I just need a 3-minute BMW and I don't need you to say anything and then we'll be done and we'll move on. And she's done the same. Like, I can't tell you how many times, whether it's in my personal life or in my business. Sometimes you just have to learn how to let shit go. Put your big girl panties on and realize that this is a business. And I'm not coming at you guys, but I'm telling you this because I've had to put myself in check. We are here to serve. We are here to change lives. What is your motive, if anything other than that? Why do you care? Look for the next person to serve. There's 700 billion people on this planet. I don't know the exact number, but it's some shit like that. Like, you know, look for new people. Thank God we get to work from social media. And guess what? 90% of the population has social media. Go find them. Go do pop-ups. Get into your communities. There's so many other ways, and you should always be looking for the next person because everyone deserves this opportunity. Every single person deserves this, you guys. This is legitimately life-changing. Whether it's your weight loss, whether it's your skincare, whether it's your kids being healthy and not sick, or whether it's you completely changing your family's life financially. Whatever it is, every single human being who has a beating heart on this planet deserves this opportunity. Do not treat it as anything other than such. And then the only thing that I wanted to add else that you said that I wanted to kind of piggyback off of was, regardless of your rank, regardless of how good of a leader you think you are, from the day that you join this business, you are a leader. It is time for you to put your leadership hat on. I want you to do it with me. You're putting your leadership hat on, and you're going to wear that now. You are a leader now, congrats, right? When you clicked submit, you are leading people to success. You're leading them to their goals. Regardless of what that is for them, you are leading them. So stop telling yourself that you can't show your distributors how to do this. Well, I'm not a mass enroller, so how am I going to be able to show somebody else? Or hell, I just joined. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't care that you don't know what you're doing. They don't care that you don't know what you're doing. You're excited and you are so hungry for this opportunity that you're going to make it work. There is so much guidance and so much tools for you here. There's no excuse to have lack of knowledge. Get on YouTube. Get on the team page. Go to your upline. Talk to sidelines. Go to conference. There's so many things here to literally hand feed you with the silver platter an ambassador rank. But you got to take it. And you got to want it. Okay, I'm done. That was pretty much it, except for just kind of touching on again, like not signing and ditching your distributors. I don't know if you have anything to add on to that, but just make sure, you guys, that you're training your DTs. Like, they don't know what they don't know. If they don't know what a HAP is, boo, that's your job to teach them that. Don't get frustrated that they don't know what it is. That's on you. You have to show them. You have to lead them. You have to show them how to create lifestyle posts. And yes, it takes time. And yes, it takes practice. And they're gonna suck at first. You don't even want to see my stuff when I first started. And I'm sure a year from now, I'm going to laugh at myself at what I'm posting now. But that's okay, because you understand that this is a journey and that you have to remember and go back to when you first started. Don't you remember how scared you were? Don't remember how much fear you had about what people were going to say about you? Or I don't even know how to post. I haven't even tried the products. Like, you have all these feelings. And it's your job to now hug them and be like, you're good. I got you. We're going to figure this out together. Even if I don't have the answer right now, I have 6 people I can go to that will have an answer for us like that. Right? Be solution minded. I don't know if you have anything to add.
Well, on to that, there's a couple things. So, guys, you got to take some self-initiative here. It's your business. If you want to learn and you want to do it, then you'll get on YouTube and you'll find something to learn. If you don't, then you won't. If you want to be a better parent, or you want to have more patience, or you want to do whatever, you'll do it. If you're committed to what you want to do, you will do it. If you are not, then you will not. Are you committed, or are you out? Are you 1 foot in, or are you 1 foot out? Are you both feet in? It's like the hokey pokey. Is your whole body in, or is it out? Because if it's out and you only got your toe in, then you're right. You're not committed and you're not going to try to do better. Because that's where you are in your life. And that is okay. That's not a bad thing. If that's where you are right now, then that's where you are right now. And that's okay, friends. It is okay. I cannot tell you how many things have happened in my life in the past year that I've had to sit there and be like, I'm 1 toe in right now and I want it, so I'm not going to stop. But this needs my attention. I need to deal with this right now because this is important. And then I will come back to it. Did I ever stop working? No, I never stopped working, ever. But did I take a step back and take like half my body out of the circle? Yeah, because I had to focus half my body on something else that was more important, and that's okay. But don't ever take your entire body out and just quit and just stop. And say, oh, I guess it's not working. This hair's bugging me. Hold on. I guess I should just give up. It's taking too long. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do this. And you're complaining that you don't know how to do it. But since all the tools are on the internet, go to YouTube, type in how to sign an LC. You'll find 12,000 videos about how to sign an LC. You don't know how to sign a distributor. You don't know how to train a distributor. You don't know how to be motivated. Type in how do you get motivation. Hello, 15,000 videos are gonna pop up about how to be motivated. But that's on you. You have to do that. I cannot do it for you. I can send you the video, but are you going to watch it? I don't know. That's on you. Sorry, ignore the dinging. Layla's texting me off her dad's phone and it's coming through on my computer.
Oh my gosh.
And another thing I wanted to touch on before you interrupt me, because I can see you and you unmuted yourself.
No.
Is it's like a deck of cards. Okay? You're looking for your ace and you're flipping through and all you're getting is 7s and 8s and some 9s. Okay, and you're flipping and you finally get that ace. If those 8 and 9s ruined your perspective on your ace, then your ace is not going to be the ace it deserves. Okay? Oh my god, she's so funny. I can't even read that right now. It's distracting the heck out of me. And then that ace is now a dud because all these 8 and 9s that you had signed before that you were upset about and bitter about ruined your ace. So now you got to go through the stack again, and now you're back to aces or jacks and 8s and 2s and 1s. And then your second ace comes along. Are you going to take this ace right here and make it your ambassador diamond? Or are you going to take this ace and be bitter about all the people that had quit before her? Because she deserves the fact that she deserves to be an ace. She is an ace. She deserves to be an ambassador diamond. But if you catch me 3 years ago as a single mom, barely knowing what the heck I was doing with my life, not knowing how I was going to pay my bills, being completely and utterly depressed, she is not going to do this on her own. She needs you to guide her. She needs you to tell her that she is worthy because she does not feel that she is. And if you do not do that for this ace will fall too. Pour into your team. Your team deserves that. I cannot tell you how many times I have sat in my little pretend office that I have and sat there and stared at myself on the screen and been like, I really don't feel like doing this one-on-one. I'm so not ready for it. I do not want to do it. And then I do it and I feel 150 times better because I poured into my team. I made her feel better. Even though I wasn't feeling my best, pouring into them made me feel like I was doing something right. I'm doing what I was supposed to do. I'm doing what I was called for, period. No matter how I feel about it. Could I have canceled my one-on-one? Probably. Did I want to? No. Because she needed me more than I needed myself at that point. So don't quit on them because they don't feel that they're worthy enough. That is your job to put belief into them. They need you to believe in them because they do not believe in themselves. I cannot tell you how many times I have not believed in myself and Lexa said, are you on crack? You are worthy of this. Why do you think that you're not? Because some Paul in your head told you that you weren't? Because when you were in 7th grade, some kid told you that you'd never be anything and then pummeled you? No, that dude doesn't matter. That dude's in jail now, so he doesn't matter, okay? Stop letting things that happened in your past dictate how you treat your distributors. You have grown since you've been in this business. Yeah? Drop a 1 if you have grown. Alyssa, don't drop 1. I see you're driving. That was scary. Okay? You've grown. You've become better than you were when you started. Yes? Yes. Okay. So that person that you just signed needs you to go back to that place and pour into them like Lex poured into you when you signed. They need you to tell them that they are good enough. They need you to tell them that they are worthy. They need them to show them how to do this because they have no idea and they're terrified because they just spent their last $99 that they were supposed to buy food with on this business because you told them it was worthy. And then if you leave them in the dust, what are they going to do then? They're going to quit and then they're going to have a tainted picture of network marketing because you didn't do your job. Do your job. Make those people feel good. If you make them feel like they are worthy and they deserve this, they will work for it. But if you do not, and you get tainted, and you get discouraged, and you get sad, and you get whatever because this person quit that you had signed 4 months ago, and you had built and you did all these things for, and oh my God, I'm so sad. Boo-hoo. That person needs you. That person didn't quit on you. This person didn't quit. This person did. She's gone. But this person did. So why would you treat her the same? She's standing in front of you. She wants you to help her. So help her. Or him. Sorry, I'm really biased. Or him. I know people sign guys. Okay? Don't quit on them because someone quit on themselves. They didn't quit on you. You didn't quit. You're still here. You're still signing. You're doing your job. They quit on themselves. Okay, bye. Quit on yourself. That's not my job. if you do everything that you are supposed to do, you pour into them, you treat them the way that they need to be treated, you pray them in, you do everything, you train them the best way that they can, and they still quit, then oh well. Now you know how to train a distributor. Do it with the next one.
You guys are going to fail forward. Like, you're going to fall on your face. I can't tell you how many times. And that's okay. That's a part of the process. And you just have to embrace that and just pick yourself back up and move on. And the thing with the trust, you guys, that goes both ways. They are trusting you, and they joined this business because they trusted you to guide them to success. You now need to trust them and give them the benefit of the doubt that they're innocent until proven guilty, and they're going to work this business like they want it, like an ambassador does. The other thing that you said that really spoke to me, and I say this quote all the time, but you have to look at every single person in this business, regardless of what they're going through in your personal life also. I use this mantra, this phrase, and it says, she is me. When I'm frustrated with a distributor and she's coming at me, or something has happened, regardless of what it is, I have to literally become her. I have to feel how she feels right now. And I need to pray on that, because it's not about how I feel in this moment or how I feel like she's speaking to me. It's about how she feels, and you need to respect those feelings and trust that you're going to guide her to the right place because she believes that. The other thing that you said is, and it's so true, and you didn't say it this way, but this is how I took it, is the best way to learn is to teach. And when you start teaching your team, you're going to learn so much more. So give yourself the credit that you deserve, go gain the knowledge, and then share the knowledge. Okay? This really is one team, one mission, you guys, and that's why we do these Zooms, and that's why we help people who aren't even on our team, because we want everyone to have the same success. And then the only other thing that I wrote down is that, you guys, it only takes 3 people to get to the top of this company. You need 3 people. If you have that, you can make an Ambassador 2.0 account, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you can control the world. But you're focusing so much on having 25 distributors because you want to be triple diamond, but what you don't realize is that all you need is 3. So count on the people, and Alyssa said it earlier in the chat, run with the people who are running, right? And if you have those 3 runners, freaking run with them. You know, it's that simple. Okay, so the last thing that I want to end on, and I'm going to be really curt, so if language offends you, as if I haven't offended you already, I'm going to really offend you now, so you might want to hop off. Otherwise, keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Literally, keep fucking going. Don't stop. That's it. Just don't stop. Take quitting off of the table and go for it. You have anything to add?
Yeah. Just, guys, all of us have kids. We all have babies. I know all of us have babies. So by you quitting, you're not only quitting on yourself, you're now looking your baby in the eye and telling them that they are not worthy of anything more than what they have right now. That means looking my daughter in the eye and telling her that she'll never have her own bed because we can't afford a big enough apartment to put one in. No thanks, friends. I don't like that. Okay, I want my own bed back. Okay? I am more, she is more. If I am not motivated, I look at her, because that's me looking her in the face and telling her, oh, guess you don't get to eat this week. No, we would never tell our kids that. We would never tell them that they are not worthy. We would never tell them that they are not enough. We would never look at them and say that they will never amount to anything. So why do we look at ourselves and say that? Stop saying that to yourself. And if you are saying that to yourself, look at your kid when your brain is saying that to yourself, and I promise you, you will stop saying it. My therapist said it so well. This is so funny. When I was in therapy, because I was telling her about how all the things that have happened to me and how I felt so unworthy and blah, 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 blah. And She goes, what would you tell your daughter if she was here? Say we're switched roles. I'm you, you're her daughter. What would you say to her? Would you tell her that she'll never find love and that she'll never be worthy enough? Or that she'll never be good enough and that she'll never find the job that she wants to do and that she'll never be the good enough mom that she needs to be? No. My answer was no, I would never say that. And she's like, then why are you sitting here telling me that right now? Why is that something that you're speaking to yourself? That is not okay. Stop telling yourself you're not worthy. I have been there. I have been in the darkest of places. I have literally, I could be very frank, but I'm not going to. Okay, I have been there. Wherever there is for you right now, I have been there. It is hard and it is rough and it is scary and you are afraid, and that is okay, but do not stop because of those things. You want out of where you are. Yeah? You don't want to stay where you are right now. You want to go out. That's why you're here. So as bad as you're feeling right now, tell yourself you're a badass. Stand in a superhero pose. I learned that off Grey's Anatomy. Amelia Shepherd does it. She stands there and she goes, and she stands there and she's all badass. Okay, I stand there and I pretend I'm a neurosurgeon. Okay? Even though I'm definitely not. Okay? And I tell myself I'm good enough. And I tell myself I am powerful. And then I get up and I do what I came to do. Dancing it out is another thing that I really love, Mackenzie. I love dancing it out. When I'm in a bad mood, I dance my ass off. Excuse my language. I suck at dancing. I am not good at it. But I turn on my music and I dance it out because it makes me feel better. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. But do not stay where you are. That is the worst thing you can do for yourself. I have sat there. I have been in therapy for 2.5 years, guys. I still go. I still do the things because I'm not where I want to be. But I know that by going and making myself better and talking to someone about what's in my brain, because some of the things that go through my brain are not something that I want to speak to my best friend or my mom or my Sally Joe down the street. So I have to have someone else to talk to them about. Therapy is a very good thing. But stop feeling that way. Put it into perspective. Would you tell your kid anything that you tell yourself? Probably not. So why tell yourself that? Why are you degrading yourself? We don't give ourselves enough credit as moms. We do a lot. We do the laundry, we wash their faces, we clean them up, we take them to school, we do everything that dads are not very good at. Sorry, Tanner. But guys don't do those things. They don't get it, and that is okay because they will never ever get what a mother's bond with their child is. But we do not give ourselves enough credit. You pushed a baby out of your place, okay? That's magic. You are a superhero. That's painful. And if you've done it twice, kudos to you because I'm scared. You are a superhero. If you have to write it on a sticky note, write it on a sticky note and put it throughout your house. You are a superhero. You are worth it. You deserve it. Buy a cape if that makes you feel better and put it on when you're feeling down. Great. Now you're a superhero. You got the outfit on. Might as well be one. I have sticky notes all over my house at my level and at Layla's level that tell her that she is beautiful, that tell her that she is worthy, that tell her that she is enough. And I have them at my level that say the same thing because I'm teaching my daughter that she deserves that. Do not discredit yourself. I know it's hard and I know it's scary and I know it's so terrifying where you are, but there is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel, and it is bright and it is beautiful and it is gorgeous and it will be so worth it when you get there. Yeah, and then tell your team the same thing. Because when I do this, I feel better. When I tell other people that they are worthy, I all of a sudden feel like I am worthy because I'm making you guys feel better. Tell your team, spread your message, spread love, be kind, and do what you were here to do. You are here to change your life. You are here because you are made for more. You are not here by coincidence. And if you think that, you are wrong. No offense. You are here for a reason. You were placed here. So don't take it for granted. Okay, I'm done.
Spit and fire. Mic drop. I don't think anything else needs to be added. I think I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you so much,